Hey guys, Mr. Fink here. I had originally uploaded the 2015 K-pop favorites tag, but I had to re-upload it because of technical difficulties, aka I accidentally deleted the original. Yeah. So for the most part, it's the same video, but I decided to redo the intro. I hope you comment and subscribe and tell me what your favorites for 2015 were as well. Alright, so the first question is, favorite K-pop album of 2015? This comes as no surprise to anyone, I'm sure, but I have to go with Odd and Married to the Music. I love this album so much, guys. And I've spoken to some people, and they have talked about how, I guess, intense the album is. And I kind of understand that. It's very experimental with the different genre choices and mixture of genres, but I actually like that about SHINee. I like how experimental their music is, and I'm a very big fan of EDM music, and I'm a very big fan of Deep House. So View is my favorite track of 2015, and I have to say, maybe my favorite SHINee track in general. I think it's very well done. I think it's very well thought out, and I love all the tracks on this. All the members had an input on the album's conception, including Junghyun writing some songs for the album and writing the lyrics for View. I think it's amazing. I really love its complexity. I think it's a very solid effort, and it really shows their maturity as a group. I would have to recommend Married to the Music to my non-Chao friends if they want to listen to this album, because I think it, it's very complete and it has really good, the extra tracks are really good. Overall, I would go for Odd, because I really think that the original release of this album just, it just flows so well. The concept and idea, everything is just great. I really love it, and I'm really happy with this album in general. And I can't wait to see what else they come out with in the future, but I could have hoped for more with the packaging itself. But I just love how abstract this album is. It's just really great. So yeah, favorite K-pop album of 2015. No surprise to you guys here. SHINee's Odd and Married to the Music. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Favorite photobook concept? I had to go with FX's Four Walls. The packaging isn't exactly what I expected when I read the description, but it's totally okay because, to be honest with you, the photos are freaking gorgeous. Like, look at this, guys. It has a very dreamy, very, 1960s psychedelic type concept, and I just really love that. I love that so much about this, and they just look so gorgeous. Look at that picture, guys. Look at it. It's just so high definition. It's so amazing. Like, the quality is just so great for this. I mean, this is like the standard SM paper packaging, but they really outdid themselves when it came to the ideas that they put into the photos and just the way everything flows together. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love this so much, and I really enjoy looking at this every time I open it. It's just really great. Alright, so moving right along, the next question. Favorite solo album of 2015? Favorite solo album of 2015. Now, I'm sure you guys will know what my answer is to these questions, but for this specific question, I have two responses. So, I'll start with Jisoo's Coming Home. Now, this was actually a surprise to me, because when I first saw the teasers for Jisoo, I thought, oh, this is probably going to be another hip-hop artist. It just, I don't know, the teasers just got that look and that vibe, and then the album came out, and I was trying to figure, I was trying to find something new to listen to, and I popped this album in, and I was completely thrown, aback by how good this album was and how wrong I was about judging a book by its cover, because, wow, his composition skills are crazy good. The songs have a very, EDM dance vibe, and his voice is just so interesting. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of falsetto-ish, kind of nasally, but not too bad in a good way, and it's very soulful. I don't know, I just love this album so much. And actually, I would have also added his other album, Dirty, but it did not have a physical release, which makes me so sad, because that whole album is really great. This one is too, and I would highly, highly recommend it. I love Jisoo. I think he's really amazing, and I want to see more from him in 2016. But yeah, Jisoo's Coming Home, really good album. And then the next one is no surprise to anyone, because he's my ultimate bias. Junghyun's Bass. Guys, this was the album that I was waiting for him to have. At the beginning of 2015, I was desperate for a Junghyun solo. I really wanted it to happen, and I knew it was going to happen in my heart. I knew it was time, and when he came out with this, it was more than I would have ever imagined him to come out with. Not only did he write and compose and produce and vocal directed everything himself, but it just showed him, him outside of SHINee. And I remember a lot of people were saying, oh, he should do a rock concept, but I was just like, a rock concept, yeah, that suits his voice, but it's not really who he is. He loves R&B, gospel, those very soulful type genres, and this album actually tackles all of that. It has gospel songs on it. It has R&B. It has soul. It has, all these genres that I feel suit Junghyun so much, and he just threw it out the ballpark with this. A lot of the songs on this are amazing, and it's an album that I continue to listen to. I also want to give an honorable mention to the collection OP1. All the songs on Blue Night that he had previously released, he put it on that album, and it was really amazing. But I have to go with this one. This album is just great, and I'm really happy with it. And I can't wait to see him come back with another solo album in 2016. So yeah, these two are my top favorite solo albums of 2015. Okay, so the next question. Favorite subunit of 2015. Now, this might be a surprise to most of you, because I hardly ever talk about this group on my channel, or their subunits, but this subunit actually really impressed me. It is D&E's The Beat Goes On. This album is really great. Like, all the tracks on this are really good, and there's no track list here, great. But really great. Like, I love all the songs on here. It's a very enjoyable album. It was perfect for when it came out, and oh, here we go. Songs like Sweater and Jeans, The Beat Goes On is really good. Breaking Up. Actually, this song I listened to on repeat. I love this album really, a lot, and I was really happy with it, and I hardly buy any of their subunit stuff. Like, I don't own any Suju M albums, but I had to get this when I listened to it. I'm like, this album is really great. So yeah, favorite subunit of 2015. Really good stuff. Alright, so the next question is favorite packaging of 2015. To be honest, guys, I thought 2015 was a bad year for K-pop album packaging. There wasn't anything that really stood out to me. Maybe it's just the groups that I stan, because any of the albums that I bought this year, they just weren't doing it for me packaging-wise. So I guess I'll have to go with one that kind of resonated with me. That has to be GOT7's Mad. This album, there were two versions of it, but I would have to say this version specifically really stood out to me. I just love the cover. I love the detail. I love that it's a slip cover. I think it's really nice, and then inside it's a hardcover. I love it when albums come as a hardcover. If I can knock on it, and just see how sturdy it is. I love sturdy albums that I know will stand the test of time and won't damage easily, and this album definitely is really well thought out. And yeah, so like I said, not really too crazy about the packaging this year, but this one stood out to me a little bit more than the others, so yes. Alright, so least favorite packaging of 2015, very easy to answer. 17 karat. The packaging for this album is horrible. Horrible. And stress-inducing. I remember getting this album and deciding to open it despite already seeing unboxings of people saying how horrible it was to get it back into the way it came. And oh my god, guys, I had a panic attack. I really did, because I don't know, I like to keep my albums in the way that it came, like in the same condition. So I usually open it a few times and then I try to put it back, you know, to the way it was. And this was really hard to put back. It was terrible. It's like a puzzle. And it's not even a puzzle that's easy to figure out, and I don't know what they were thinking when they made this, and the material is terrible, and you know, you think that at the end of all the struggle that you had to go through to open it, that you get to something worthwhile when you get to the CD, but no, it's just a little tiny paper envelope thing, you know, and this packaging is not good. It's just terrible. Their other album, Boys B, was a step up for sure, but no, guys, I recommend you to buy this only if you really like the group so much that you're willing to deal with the stress of opening this album. So yes, worst packaging of all time, actually, but definitely in 2015 for sure. So okay, so next question. Favorite Japanese or other language besides Korean album single released by a K-pop idol group? Ta-da! I have to go with Your Number. Oh my god, I love this song so freaking much. When it came out, I was just like, yes! I love it when SHINee tackles like funk genre. And I think it fit them so well, and the MV is just so great, even though it was kind of a, you know, SM Coex advertising commercial, pretty much. I thought the dance was very sleek and very nice. The suits are a bit questionable, you know, especially Onu's suit. It was a little eccentric, but I love this song. Like, I think this has to be my favorite SHINee Japanese song in general. And every time it comes on, I'm like, yes! It really puts me in the mood to like jam, and this song is just great. I really suggest that you guys watch the MV. At least just the dance version that they have on the SM channel, the black version, I guess. It's really great, and it brings back a lot of feels from, you know, March, when SHINee did Tokyo Dome, and this was just a really great time to be a Shawl, guys. It was just really awesome. So yeah, I really love this, so it's my favorite Japanese release of 2015. SHINee's Your Number. Alright, so an album that surprised me this year. I'd have to go with Shinwa's Wii. I was really surprised by this album, to be honest, guys. And not that Shinwa doesn't have good albums, because they do, but I don't know, I wasn't expecting to like it this much. There are a lot of really good songs on here. I love the title track. I love Don't Cry, White Shirts. All of these tracks are really good. Really great album, and I just love that they're an older group and they consistently come out with just great stuff, and they just keep surprising me, really, because this album's really good. It's really, really good. So if you haven't checked it out, I really suggest that you do. I love this album a lot, and I can't wait to see them come back next year. Alright, so next question is an album released this year that could have been better. I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna get shanked for this, but Infinite's Reality. I was really underwhelmed by this, and I usually love Infinite's album content, but I've only listened to this like maybe once. There was like one or two good songs, and I wasn't really too crazy about the title track. I thought, you know, this was okay, but for the most part, I feel like Infinite's minis are okay, except for Evolution and The Chaser. And as a single album, I thought Destiny was pretty great, but I don't know. Like, I just wasn't feeling this one. And they usually have good stuff, so I'm sure next year they're gonna come back and they're gonna, you know, throw it out the ballpark. But I was really underwhelmed by this. Yeah. Hopefully next year will be better. Alright, so my favorite rookie groups of 2015 are 17 and Romeo. Guys, I love 17. I really do. And their title track, or I'm sorry, their debut track, Adore You, blew me out of the water. And then Monse came along and that just solidified everything for me. And their personalities are really great. Their talent just blows me out of the water. Like their dance videos, Romance and Adore You, it's just so intricate, and what they can do as 13 members is phenomenal. And I love that they have members that write and compose like Woozy. Like, I think that's really great, and I can't wait to see what's in store for them this coming year in 2016. Romeo was actually a really big surprise for me. I didn't think I'd like them. They kind of gave me the Infinite vibe, but I think with this recent comeback, especially, they're really coming into their own, and I really love them. I can't wait to see what else is in store for them this coming year in 2016. Alright, and last but not least, my album recommendation from 2015 for any of you guys who want to listen to something new, something fresh, something innovative. I'm sorry, I had to throw this one in. I really do, because it's so good and it's so sincere and it's really great. A lot of people were really confused with this release, especially if they don't follow Junghyun on Blue Night, but oh my god, guys, please listen to it. You know, it's really unique. Its composition, it's great. It's very jazzy. It's very, you know, ballady. It's just really nice. It's really nice. If you're in a mellow mood, you know, it's raining outside, you want to have a cup of tea, you know, this is perfect. This is really perfect. And I was really happy with this. This album brings me to tears. So, yeah, alright. And that was my K-pop tag for 2015. If you guys want to try it out yourselves, I will put the questions on the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and Mr. Fink signing out. Happy New Year again!